Oh fuck, I'm actually tearing up. Oh god. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am here with Attack on Titan Final Season, episode number 18. This is called Sneak Attack. Really looking forward to this. Really excited about this. If this is the first time you're watching me, bit of a heads up, I am a manga reader, so I know everything about Attack on Titan. I've seen all of the manga, I've seen all of the chapters. I'm still pretty excited about this season. I can't wait to see how Studio Mappa is going to adapt these chapters. That's the part that I am personally interested in, like seeing some of my favorite shots and panels from the manga being animated and being, you know, adapted with music, with voice acting and everything. So I am watching this from this perspective of someone who has already seen the manga, who already knows the story and has their own opinions on, you know, the ending. But with that being said, if you are an anime only, don't worry, I will not be alluding to any manga spoilers at all. So as far as I'm concerned, you're safe to watch this, but you know, just a bit of a warning, just a bit of a heads up. So but you should be fine. Also, I will be posting a full-length timer-based reaction, so if you want to watch the full episode with me, you have to find your own copy. You can sync it up with a timer. I will post a link in the description below for the timer-based reaction if you are interested to that. It's a YouTube link, it's completely free. If you want to watch it, go ahead. I guess that's pretty much it actually. I'm not gonna stall anymore, so if you enjoyed the reaction, hit the like and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's watch the episode. So we're back here. Everybody has their own, like, different perspective on this whole ordeal. You can see it through their eyes. Back from season 1. Wow, from that coming from Jean. Like, none of us never imagined, like, Jean to be in this state back from season 1, right? Like, it's crazy. His character development is incredible. Mikasa asking the real questions? The soundtrack. Oh, this sounds like a different version or a remix of Call Your Name, kind of. Oh, beautiful, showcasing the war, the brutality of it, and again with the soundtrack too, setting this a very somber tone. Like, it's not trying to tell you to get hype, it's telling you that this is serious, this is... And now it's the, I'm just gonna say the Nutcracker theme. I forgot the actual soundtrack's name for this. Eren's scream. Oh. The Beast Titan. The Wonder Boy. That's 2D. That's too. Oh, that Beast Titan theme just never gets old. Holy shit. Opening sequence was beautiful. This opening segment was wonderfully done, in my opinion. I think they did a pretty good job. Like, they're not trying to make you hype. It's actually like telling you, hey, this is serious. This entire situation is actually pretty sad if you're thinking about it. Like from the conflicting feelings of Eren's friends to the Marleyan warriors, Reiner and Galliard, like trying their best to stop Eren, but and then Eren's scream, oh, oh shit. Oh, the Beast Titan CGI has definitely improved a lot. Going for a perfect game, huh? Now I'm turning this shit up. Was that 2D? Eren limping, walking, oh my god. Go. Yeah, get Falco. Tell him, Gabi, tell him. Here we go. Falco and Nile conversation.
俺はもう妻や娘には会えないだろう。ジークが一言叫ぶだけで化け物になる。娘たちには伝えたいことがまだまだあったのにな。死んだも当然だ。
Oh, Nile. You can feel the desperation in his voice.
そうですか。コニーが熊の相手をした。
That line gets me every time. Even in the manga, even in here, it fought a bear. No, you didn't. So many new soundtracks. Mikasa leaving the scarf behind. Whew. Whew. There it is, the legendary panel! Yelena smiling, enjoying the chaos. Wait. How's this episode going to end? Yelena's still doing the... Oh my god. Incredible. Zeke is going to be a problem for you. Ooh, this is from... The soundtrack is from like back from season 1. What a callback. Yes! The legendary face. Yes. Oh, they did it justice. Oh my god. Yes! 10 out of 10 episode. Beautiful. Wow, the chaos of the blimps just falling down in fire. It's incredible.
ところで何なのこの鉄パイプ。
対巨人ライフルだ。よほどうなじの芯を捉えない限り巨人を殺すのは困難らしいがな。
That, my friend, is called a Chekhov's gun. You know damn well Gabi's going to use it.
さあ来るんだマーレの捕虜め俺はこの捕虜を民家に拘束してくる
Nile. The goat. And Gabi knows.
子供が来る場所じゃない
This is not a place for a child. Go back home. Wow. After Nile was talking about his family to ah.
どうして敵を信じたんだ。
ニアとレンも逃げ出せたんかね。
あん二人なら大丈夫やろ。たくましいなき。
Hearing those words. Oh.
どうしてお姉ちゃんを殺したやつのことなの。
And then hearing her saying this.
私
Oh.
は殺してやりたい。
This is the moment. This is the moment Gabi finally realizes.
この島には人がいるだけ。いや、私たちは見たわけでもない人たちを一方的に悪魔だと決めつけて、ずっと同じことを繰り返してる。
Oh, and showing bird cages. Oh my god, I didn't really. Oh, beautiful.
俺は
Showing the bird
レ
cage
ベリオの襲撃に加担している。
open to.
病院の少尉軍人がエレン・イェーガーだと知らずに。
Oh fuck, I'm actually tearing up. Oh god.
あと、お前が好きだ。お前に鎧の巨人を継承してほしくないから戦士候補生になった。お前に長生きしてほしかった。
Just like what Eren said back in season 4 part 1 when he was talking about it with his friends on the train, that he wanted to live long lives.
行こう。
お前が脊髄液を飲んだことをジークさんが知れば叫びを阻止できるかもしれない。
That was a beautiful scene. Beautiful scene.
あともう少しで俺たちの夢が叶う。
Yeah, that
もう少しで。
2D Beast Titan. Thank you. Thank you.
魂打ちですよ。マガと元帥。殺しましたか。
車間が取れない。移動だ。もう止まってくれ。この世で一番それを思っちゃいけねえのは
It's you.
お前だ。
Season 2 callback.
送り急げ。奴に少しでも命があるなら叫ぶはずだ。
No, no, no. Sure, fine. End it there. Sure, fine. I'm happy. That was a great episode. That was a fantastic episode. That was great. One of the best episodes of Attack on Titan ever. Period. Stop. Full stop. Nah, take it back. At least one of the best episodes from season 4. But holy shit, that was such a good episode. The direction was spot on. The cinematography was spot on. The animation too. Oh my god. See what happens if you don't rush your anime and actually let the animators do their job. The Beast Titan looks amazing. It looks fantastic. The CG definitely improves, but best part of it is that half of it is not even CG. Ah, it's nice seeing 2D Beast Titan again. That was so good. Alright, this was a great episode. This was a fantastically written episode. The direction was spot on. The cinematography was spot on. The music as well. I forgot to mention this. Some of the obviously they're using, you know, like old music, but like some of those old music are like from way back when, back from like season 1. I don't know, it just brings back this like nostalgia to me. Like, oh my god, they're actually playing the song. I mean, obviously, you know, like the Beast Titan theme, but some of the other songs as well are like back from like season 1. It's pretty great, and the new soundtrack as well is, like obviously they're not, you know, like punching you right away. Like it's still a very somber tone to the OST so far, the new ones, but I'm impressed so far. I'm really impressed. Koda Yamamoto and Sawano, you know, great job in the music department as always. I'm going to talk about the episode bit by bit, so let's start with... Alright, the opening sequence, continuing back from the previous episode, right? Talking about, you know, we should help Eren, or should we help Eren or not? Like that's the moral dilemma right now, because even as an audience member, I can imagine, and you know, if you are an anime only right now, and even if I were to be on your shoes right now, I would still don't know who to root for. Because, I mean, obviously Eren is the protagonist, right? He is the main character. But at the same time, his actions doesn't really... it's not really actions that you could, like, 100% go behind with. It's Attack on Titan right now is in such a gray area where everybody is in the right and in the wrong at the same time. That is the basic theme of final season of season 4 in general, right? Because we're not only seeing from Marley's side, we're also seeing from Paradise's side, and then from Paradis alone, we got split. You know, now we got the Jaegerist faction, we still got our normal squad and everything. Like, a lot of stuff is going on right now. There's a lot of factions, and all of them have different ideologies and different perspectives on how they want to end this war, to end this cycle. And it just so happens that Eren is our main protagonist and a character that we have been following for like for a very long time, for like season 1. So to me, this sequence, you know, continuing back from season 1, continuing back from the previous episode, I think they did a pretty good job of like showcasing like everyone's like different take on it, like even from their own different perspective. Like even John even says it, like, hey, I may hate the dude way back when, but right now I've grown to love the dude, and the current situation is I don't know if I want to help him or not, but all I know is he is my friend, and I'm actually kind of jealous of him. That's what basically John is saying. Like, such good character development. And the thing that is like obviously the thing that is making this situation realistic to me is that everybody isn't 100% in on it. Armin, obviously, he has a voice of reason. He is definitely, you would say he is Eren's best friend. You can't like ignore the fact that back in season 3 part 2, Eren was the one that is trying to convince Levi to save Armin instead of Erwin. You cannot just ignore that, like that never happens. That happened. For Armin, that is probably like the biggest point in his life, and probably the main reason why he is helping Eren, because Eren is the reason why he is still alive. That's why Armin has a lot of faith and trust in him. and you know, despite Eren telling all of those stuff to Mikasa and Armin about, you know, like Armin being controlled by Berthold, or Mikasa, you know, being controlled because of her Ackerman blood and stuff like that. Now obviously Armin is seeing through those quote-unquote lies, you know, because obviously Eren doesn't mean it, but at the same time there is this level of believability to his actions and his words that is getting through Mikasa herself. So we got like Armin like trying to convince his friends, and then we got Jean, who is also kind of in Armin's side, but then we also have Connie, who is definitely on the fence about this, because obviously Connie lost Sasha, and from Connie's perspective, like, Eren is this one motherfucker who fucking cried over at Sasha's death. Like, that's from Connie's perspective. Connie has every right to be angry at Eren right now. So I completely understand and believe why Connie is acting this way. So, and then we kind of continue the sequence with Armin and Mikasa talking more and more about Eren. I love that they flashback back to the season 3 finale. This was such a beautiful scene way back when. Seeing it now, especially in context of what is happening right now and what's going to happen later on, really heartwarming and fucking gut-wrenching stuff right here. Shit. Yeah, beautiful. Talking about freedom, which is another theme that is going to be brought up later on with Gabi and Falco later on, which I will be getting to. This entire sequence after that was really amazing, in my opinion. I love that they add this in with the somber music and everything. Like in the previous episode, like the music was all bombastic and hype and trying to say, yeah, war, you know, it's terrible, but fucking awesome, right? No. Opening sequence of the Shigansina battle in this episode, we start with showing people dying. We show both from Marley's side and from Eldia's side that both of them are cornered, and with the music as well, beautiful. Eren's scream is chilling and haunting. It's there's so many emotion that I'm feeling from Eren's like scream. Yuki Kaji did a fantastic performance this episode. Like this scream, like there's so many like layers to it. Like, it's a scream of agony, it's a scream of anger, it's a scream of trying to break away, it's a scream of trying to hype yourself up, it's a scream for help. Like, there's so many layers to this one fucking scream. I can't believe I'm just talking about a fucking scream, but it is what it is. It's, I want to hear it again. With Reiner saying like, you've suffered enough, that scream has so many. I've said it before. I'm not gonna repeat it again. But you get what I'm saying, right? I'm sorry, but Jesus, they fuck his face over. Holy shit. feel so bad for Reiner, dude. I really do. I really do. But then you get the Wonder Boy himself, Zeke. Eren looking like, holy shit, my brother's here, looking like surprised too. I've said this before, I've said this multiple times during the reaction, but I will say it again for discussion's sake. I'm so glad that Studio Mappa finally, I guess they finally has like the amount of, you know, like they finally have the time to actually use their 2D character models, because they did the designs for the 2D Titans way back when for part 1, but they had to scrap it, you know, because of, you know, production issues and scheduling and everything, so they have to resort to mostly CGI. But for part 2, they already have the CG models. All they have to do is just animate them and blend them, obviously. But I feel like with the extra time that they were given, they were able to pull off something like this, which I really appreciate. Like you can tell, like there's a huge difference between like the CG Titans details and the regular traditional 2D Titans, and especially when it comes to like Zeke himself. Like Zeke has a lot of like dialogue in Titan form. Like every other Titan, they don't talk, except for Zeke. Zeke is the only Titan that has a lot of like lines and dialogues. So for them to switch between the CG to actual 2D when it comes to Zeke's dialogue, I feel like is perfect. It's all we wanted, to be honest with you, because with this, you know, like the lip flaps won't look as janky as it is if it's only using CG. So I really appreciate this. Studio Mappa and the animators working on it, you're doing a fantastic job, and I'm hoping this can continue throughout the rest of the season, because obviously there's going to be a lot of Titans in the season. So yeah, great stuff. Looking forward for more. Beautiful. Alright, one of the big things that happened in this episode is Mikasa leaving the scarf. It's for those like this to me is such a huge deal. Like this is big, you know, like from a character perspective, this is big for Mikasa because this is development for her. I feel like a lot of criticism for Mikasa's character back from like season 1 and season 2, maybe even season like 3, is that Mikasa's character like stays the same. And I kind of understand where they are coming from, because Mikasa for the entirety of those seasons have mostly been Eren's like protective bodyguard, essentially. You know, like Mikasa's there just because she is strong and she loves Eren, and that is pretty much it. That was Mikasa's character for like 3 seasons. It wasn't until later on, especially in season 4, where we are getting a lot of Mikasa shine. This is a turning point for Mikasa's character, in my opinion, because without really diving deep into the manga, I will say for like, at least for the anime, this is Mikasa essentially saying, yeah, I don't know what to do anymore. Because like Mikasa's entire like worldview has been like shifted and challenged in part 1. Seeing Eren doing all the stuff he did, and then especially Eren saying that he hates her, and going back to the opening, the start of this episode, you know, like Armin asking Mikasa, you know, like, do you want to help Eren or not? And Mikasa says, I do, but I don't know, because that's probably because of my blood, right? Mikasa says she wants to help, but later on here, she's taking the scarf off. To me, personally, I interpretate this moment for Mikasa as her trying to justify or trying to find like the answer. Mikasa doesn't know what is real and what is not. She doesn't know what's the truth. She doesn't know whether Eren is telling her the truth, or if her feelings for Eren is false. Her leaving the scarf behind isn't just because she doesn't trust Eren anymore. It's just she needs that yeah, again, like answer. She needs that like justification on whether or not her feelings for her are real or not. I guess it is also an indication that Mikasa is starting to not trust Eren anymore. I mean, it's building up in season 4, part 1, especially, you know, if you look back at part 1, you can see there's a lot of moments where Mikasa is doubting herself. This is basically the what's the word I'm looking for? This is basically all of that coming together. Her leaving the scarf is the first step of her I guess you could say trying to find who she really is. Man, it's really hard to I never realized this, but it is really hard to jump around manga spoilers because I don't want to talk about it, but it's right there. But yeah, really important moment for Mikasa leaving the scarf behind. Even Louise herself asked Mikasa this, like, are you sure you're doing this? Is this what you really want? Because again, Mikasa herself doesn't know what she wants. How can she answer it? So it's one of those character developments that I was like really surprised and I was really excited for when I was reading the manga, and I can't wait for it to be adapted again in the anime. And I hope anime onlys can appreciate this scene as well. I'm sure you do. Like, it's a pretty big moment. Squad shot, amazing, beautiful. Okay. This Yelena shot is fucking legendary. This is such a legendary panel, and it just showcases how fucking insane she really is. Like, she is having a fucking orgasm right now, looking at all of these Marley airships just crashing down. Like, this is cinema. This shot right here is cinema to me. Like, just for comparison's sake, you know, for anime onlys watching, come on, legendary panel, beautiful. Like, this entire sequence just evokes pure chaos, pure unfiltered chaos. Honestly, I don't have anything to say about Yelena, at least at this current moment. But I will say that Yelena isn't just an interesting character, but she is. Yelena and Flock, to me, are both representations of like super fanatics that are like super fanatics that want war. They want the chaos. They want to see the bloodbath. Like Flock is a fanatic to Eren, and then, you know, Yelena is a fanatic to Zeke. not sure this shot right here is in the panel. I mean, it's a beautiful shot, by the way. Now that I'm looking at it, why is it slightly off center? Like, okay, now that's bothering me. Okay, now that is really bothering me. Yeah. Okay, no, this is totally bothering me. Why are you not in the center? You just, you know what? Never mind. I will say, they did this shot justice. This is almost straight up 1-to-1 from the manga panels. It's such a fucking good face, dude. I can't wait to see Anime Only's reaction to this face. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a good face. Like it just came out of nowhere to me. And then she immediately, help Eren, please. It goes to show how fucking crazy she is. Like how much she is not just a fanatic, but she's just a crazy person in general. That immediate switch from that face to from that to this. It's so good. This is so good. I want to talk about Nile real quick, because I feel like Nile is one of those side characters that not a lot of people really give a shit about. And I feel like Nile needs some recognition, if you know what I mean. Like Nile has been here since season 1. Like I would put Nile side by side with Pixis in terms of like military side characters. Like Nile to me has always been like this good counterpart to Eren Smith. Like in season 1, Nile was the one who was kind of like opposed to Eren's plan, even in season 2, and it's not only until season like 3, during the uprising arc, where we finally see like Nile's true intentions. You know, like during the court scene with Eren Smith. You know, Eren trusts Nile to be on his side, even despite Nile always sort of having like a different perspective to Eren. But I feel like after that, Nile has changed to a person who, you know, like really showcases like, yeah, even in the military, you are going to get people like Nile, someone who not only obeys the rules but also knows when to stop obeying the rules, if you get what I'm saying. And I feel like the scenes with Nile in this episode is also really beautiful. Earlier in the episode, Nile talking with Falco about having, you know, like the potential of him not finding, you know, not meeting his family again. Like he has a daughter that he wants to meet again, and the chances of that is pretty slow because, again, he has, you know, he drank the wine. And Zeke is right here. It's only a matter of time before Zeke screams and everything goes to shit. And because of that, we as an audience know that may happen. And seeing Nile, like, with his desperate voice, saying that, you know, like, I may not see my family again, but then seeing here, Nile is doing everything in his power to make sure Falco gets to be with his brother again, with his family. I find that beautiful. I find that beautiful, but not as beautiful as this. This scene caught me so off guard. Holy shit. I mean, it's in the manga. It's in the manga, I've already read it, I've seen it, and I'm like, okay, cool. Gabi development. Nice. But it's when I realized that it's when they are showing these bunch of empty bird cages, that's when it finally hits me, like holy shit. some of the major themes of Attack on Titan is being outright spoken to the audience right now in this very scene. The bird cages, empty, but they're open. You can interpret this as like the birds are actually free. They found their freedom. It's that glimmer of hope, but it's also a reminder of where we are before. In the beginning, we are trapped in this birdcage back in season 1 to 3, right? We don't know the outside world, we are stuck here. But now, essentially, we open that birdcage, we are quote-unquote free. But again, back to what they showed previously in the episode when Eren was pointing at on the sea, like, what they found isn't freedom, it's enemies. And here Gabi is speaking contradictive to that, in the sense that no, they are not enemies. They're just people. And that's the point. They're just people. These are not like enemies. They're not antagonists or villains. There's no protagonist. There's no good or bad. They're just normal people doing normal lives. And again, it's this stupid fucking cycle that needs to end, otherwise it's just never going to end, right? Beautiful scene. Yeah, it's these fucking bird cages. It's wow. These empty bird cages. And Gabi's voice acting too. Oh, and also this shot composition, I just noticed this. Ooh. Like they are like okay, how do I do this? Like as I was saying, like the shot composition, like this is just basically like dividing the audience, like we got the bird cages here, but then this is when it gets interesting, like they are dividing Colt away from Gabi and Falco, because this moment is a moment for Gabi and Falco. Colt has nothing to do in this scene from like a narrative point of view. Colt is just there for the ride, you know. So focusing on Gabi and Falco, they purposely separated the two in the shot. Beautiful shot. Really enjoyed it. I should probably do that more, analyzing more of the shot compositions. And what is also like heartbreaking for Gabi is this moment when it's the realization hits when Gabi is listening to Mr. Browse and him talking like, oh, I hope Gabi and Falco are safe. But then she hears this. But then she also hears, you know, why am I forgetting her name? But you hear Sasha's sister talking about, why should we care? Gabi's a murderer. She's a devil, right? And it's like Gabi finally it's like Gabi seeing a little of herself in her. That same kind of perspective, that same idea, that same worldview that, no, they're devils. Imagine that, like you live your whole life trying not to be a devil, and then you hear the devils themselves call you one. And so she breaks down. I think this is a beautiful scene. Again, this is the point where Gabi's like character development finally reach a climax. To me, this is where everything is leading up to. All the things that she said back in season 1, back in part 1, you know, like devil's this, devil's that, gonna kill you, kill them. Yeah, none of that doesn't matter anymore now, huh? After you learn the truth, what's it matter, you know? And it's this sudden realization that just hits you, and it hits me. Like, I wasn't expecting to cry in this scene, but it manages to make me tear up a bit. So yeah, beautiful. Oh, and I forgot about this. Oh, and Gabi taking Falco's like armband off also kind of symbolizes that, hey, no, you are not a devil. You may have drank that Titan fluid. No, you are not a devil, even if you can become one. You're just a normal human being. Gabi ripping that off, throwing it in the floor, is her basically leaving her past behind and her past ideologies behind. That is what this scene is trying to say to you. Gabi has grown. She doesn't think the way she does, although, you know, like the way she thinks back in season 4 part 1. No, she has changed. She has seen it all. And this is where we left it off. Holy shit. Yeah. I can't believe they ended here. I mean, they have to. They have to. I wish this episode is like 35 minutes long, so we can get to that point in the story, but I guess we'll have to wait next week. Next week is going to be fucking insane. I cannot wait. I guess that's pretty much it for my discussion so far. I don't know, I may look back into this episode and maybe do a more deep dive breakdown, maybe see some shot compositions here and there, but I think that's pretty much it for me, for now at least, for this episode of Attack on Titan. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, hope you enjoyed the discussion as well. I you know, if you made it to this point of the video, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the reaction, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the discussion as well. If you do, hit the like, again, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next week for episode 3. Take care.